Hello learners, welcome to the session. The session is of Postgraduate Diploma in Sustainability Science and the course code is MSD 011. The topic is Sustainability, Education and Awareness. What is sustainability? How sustainability education has come up, is required, and what is awareness regarding it. So, in this session, we will learn about all these things. What is sustainability is something which we must know and which we must ponder on. Sustainability is actually an environmental policy, we can say, which is concerned not only with economic development, social harmony and environmental protection, but also with the responsibility for future generations. That is something very important. We know that sustainability or sustainable development has got the pillars of economy, ecology and equity. But along with that, we also have to think here that sustainability always refers to the future of our coming generations. Will they be able to follow or live according to the manner in which we are living today? So that is the meaning of sustainability. And when we talk about sustainability education, that means that what kind of education we are imparting, how we are integrating the concerns of sustainability into our educational curriculums. Are we following the way it should follow in our educational principles? Are we able to teach our students the meaning, the process and the way towards sustainability? So, we will see how sustainability education is important. We very well know that education is vital for sustainability initiatives. Whatever the initiatives we take towards environmental protection or towards sustainable development, everything is centered around education. The right education drives the path towards sustainability. And education has various components. It is not just the teaching, but along with it, the research and community initiatives and community engagement, community activities, they are also very important. So, what kind of, if we talk about teaching, what kind of curriculum, what kind of syllabus we have framed? Are we directly or indirectly teaching our students about sustainability of whatever the subjects they are learning, whatever the message they are taking out of our school and college and higher education curriculums, whatever we are teaching, does it have a component of sustainability? So that shows that what is the role of teaching in it. And the research part is also very important, that whatever we are driving today, how it impacts our sustainability decisions, whether it is a talk of sustainable transport or we think about sustainable business, sustainable agriculture, all these things for which we talk and we always discuss nowadays, that everything has to be sustainable to last longer for future generations. So, is the research going on in the right direction? That also has to be checked by education only. And there are certain instances where education is done in non-formal settings. If we talk about the communities who are living with the environment for long, or who are having their own ways and means of doing certain things, the community initiatives, because there is a whole lot of teaching and whole lot of learning taking place in informal settings, and that is by way of observation, that is the way by way of experiences, by way of looking at each other. So that kind of a community engagement, and that falls under the umbrella of informal education. So that also has a very important role towards sustainability initiatives. And here also one of the important things we should take note of, that it is not possible to achieve SDGs, the sustainable development goals which the UN has framed for 2030. It is not possible to achieve sustainable goals, all the 17 goals, it is not possible to achieve unless and until we have the right education, unless and until we have the sustainability education. Sustainable Development Goal 4 pertains to quality education, inclusive education, and it clearly says that it aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So it clearly has a message underneath that sustainability education has to be the integral part of all our teaching learning systems. And this SDG 4, which talks about quality education or inclusive education, is made up of 10 targets, and these 10 targets include affordable education, free primary education, vocational education, the blended forms of education, the different types of educational media which we talk about nowadays are mentioned as different targets in SDG 4. All the more today, because of SDG 4 and quality education, sustainability education has become a prime concern. Looking into this SDG 4, it is very important to see that how we are imparting sustainability education, in what forms are we able to meet the objectives of sustainability education, what is a sustainability education, and what are the bottlenecks and what are the challenges, and how awareness will help towards sustainability education. What is the thrust of sustainability education? What ultimately do we desire to achieve by sustainability education? So it is summarized as one of the important criteria is improving access to quality basic education. This is very important, that the basic education which we impart to our young students in schools has a component of sustainability, whether it is as simple as planting a sapling or taking care of the nature or thinking about the fellow human beings. This whole message should be there under the quality basic education, and this quality basic education should be accessible to all without any bias. So we should be in a position to provide free basic education to all our children, and in that basic education we have to imbibe an element of sustainability, where we talk about nature, where we talk about other human beings, where we talk about equality, equity. That whole thing is very important. And then another element or another thrust of sustainability education is reorienting our basic educational programs. The current educational programs which are not so interdisciplinary, which are not so multidisciplinary in the sense that they do not have the inputs from other disciplines, we have to check that, and the sustainability education calls for a holistic type of education where it is said that none of the subjects can be taught in isolation. It has to be made very clear, very distinct in our educational programs that all the subjects are related to each other. It is not possible to study any subject in isolation. So with this we can instill the message of sustainability, and it clearly shows that if you are talking about water conservation or energy conservation or usage of water or consumption of water in different communities, all these things are interrelated with each other. So, there is a whole need of reorienting our educational programs, what we are imparting in our schools and colleges today. So, that is also one of the important thrust. Then another important thing is developing public understanding and awareness. People should be made aware of sustainability education, whether it is in the formal or the informal setting. We must be accountable for our actions. We must know that what is sustainability and how it is going to be in the future. And training is very important, because we know the importance of sustainability, we know the importance of sustainability education, but in spite of that fact, we do not have the expertise, we do not have proper training, we do not have proper mechanisms to guide us as how to move forward, what will drive sustainability and how I can make my action sustainable. That kind of training, that kind of monitoring is not existing nowadays. So, there is a need for proper training, monitoring, everything in sustainability education. So, what are the main issues that need to be integrated in our educational initiatives? Our educational initiatives comprises of the different activities, that is the curriculum, that is the syllabus, that is the examination pattern, the way we are framing our programs. All these are the educational initiatives. So, what sustainability elements should come into it? They are society. We must know before we make any initiative or educational activity we take up, we must know that how it is going to impact the society, whether it is in a positive manner or it will create the differences in the society. That kind of check is very much required. So, it is very essential to understand the social institutions and the impact of the educational activity on the different sections of the society. That is very important. So, whatever our teachings, whatever we are having our programs, whatever the activities the students are doing, are they society friendly? Are they not, we have to check that they are not going to clear distinctions in the society, and there are various examples to show that how our proper education can remove the inequalities in the society, and this has to begin right from the beginning. So, this society impact must be embedded in all the types of educational activities that we plan in our schools and colleges. Then economy, it has a kind of a sensitivity towards the limits and potentials of economic growth. That is also very important to check, that economic growth and how we are able to go for distribution of those profits evenly among the different sections of the society. So, instead of just focusing on profit maximization, actually it should be equal division of the profits earned, and that kind of economic way should be embedded in our educational planning. So, this is also one of the important things in environment. We must be aware of the resources which are available, and this varies from place to place, and that is why it is very much essential to plan the educational and sustainability educational curriculum in such a way that it suits the local conditions, the local populace, the local communities, and that is the main thing in sustainability education. So, we have to see that our curriculum, our subjects, our way of teaching, our way of delivering makes the students aware about the type of the society we are living in, about the kind of an economy we are having, about the type of the natural resources we are having, what is the importance of those resources, how important it is to conserve the resources, and how important it is to minimize the pollution. All these things must be known to the students, even if they are directly not much affected by all these facets. So, even if the society does not have any of the such demarcations at the place where the student is there, but in spite of the fact, it is very essential for us as educators to tell them about the social distinctions which are prevailing, the social vibes that are there, and the importance of environment and importance of balanced economic growth is there. So, these are some of the important issues which must be included in the educational initiatives. So, there are essential elements. What are the elements of sustainability education? We see that there is a cross sectoral and interdisciplinary approach, and which has already been highlighted, that it is very important to have diverse views. Cross cutting subjects must be included instead of just talking about the basic subjects. Now there is a great deal of introducing our learners and our students towards the cross cutting subjects which are emerging nowadays, which are the new concerns of today. And it is very important also to check that everything is connected, nothing exists in isolation. So, whatever actions we are doing, they have an impact on several other things. So, this kind of a cross sectoral approach and interdisciplinary approach must be there in the sustainability education we are what we are planning to impart to our learners. That is very essential, because in today's times we have seen that every subject is being taught in isolation. It appears that there is no distinction between different subjects which are being taught. However, because of this thing, it has happened that even at a larger scale, we are not able to recognize that everything is connected, and every input and every knowledge is essential to solve the problems which are occurring at present. So, address the crisis, it is essential that you have the knowledge inputs from various subjects, the various courses, the various sectors, and therefore, it is essential. One of the important element of sustainability education is cross sectoral and interdisciplinary approach. So, where we look at the problem, where we look at any society, we have to look at from the interdisciplinary perspectives, which hardly doesn't occur at present. Then it is also essential to share diverse perspectives. There are several perspectives in a given situation. So, this is possible that you look at the different perspectives and to share the information regarding different perspectives only if we have the knowledge input from several experts, if we have a kind of a holistic education, we can say. So, if we have the holistic education, then only we will be able to share the diverse perspectives of any situation, of any problem, of any environmental issue that we are facing today. And we also have to understand that there is always a change, there is always a complexity in change which is taking place. So, things are always changing, there is a complex world, and in this complex world there are different actors playing, and because of these factors it is very essential for us to recognize that this is a complex thing, and this has impact on several other society, economy, environment, etc. So, when we talk about sustainable education, it drives us towards understanding of the complex differences that we have amongst ourselves, amongst our surroundings. So, understanding of the complex differences and complex processes of change, that is also very essential. And we have to understand that sustainability education is a lifelong process. So, it is not like that the things learned today are there only for a short period of time, but when we impart sustainability education, when we talk about sustainability education, we must remember that it is a lifelong process. It will continue and it will sustain forever, because the resources, the issues, the economy, as long as human beings are surviving on this planet, it has to continue. So, it is a lifelong process that also must be included, and that must also, this kind of a message must also be given while we frame and while we plan for sustainability education. And apart from it, it is very important, it has been seen that environmental issues or sustainability issues, they do not have any boundaries, they do not have any limits. So, the efforts done by any group single handedly will not bring the desired outcomes unless and until it is acted and it is worked on by different players in the society. So, it has to be made into an international movement. It has to be recognized as an important international initiative to protect and to safeguard what we have seen, the 3 pillars for the coming generation. So, it must be seen and it must be recorded on the international level, and it must be recognized, and at the global level efforts are actually required to pave the way for sustainability and sustainability education, because it has always been recognized and it has already been deliberated at several platforms that every activity and every action has consequences which are far reaching. So, if we make it a global movement, if we go for international cooperation towards sustainability and towards sustainability education, it will have a long term effects and it will have a better picture as compared to working single handedly or working in isolation. So, that kind of an internationally every country should come forward and should design the sustainability education and how we can impart sustainability education in our schools, colleges and universities, and also through informal settings how we can give the message for sustainability and sustainability education. So, by this we can say then if we are sustainably literate, how do we distinguish between an unsustainably literate person? So, who is a sustainability literate person, that we have to check. So, a sustainable literate person is that who understands the need to adopt sustainable lifestyle. So, the person knows that how to live, what kind of resources to use, how to consume, how you are displaying all the elements of sustainable lifestyle is being depicted by the person who knows the importance of sustainability. So, we can see that sustainability literate person is the one who knows the importance of sustainable lifestyle, who knows how to go for minimization of the use of the resources and going for eco-friendly practices. Then a sustainability literate person possesses the knowledge and skills to act in a sustainable manner. He has a good wealth of information regarding the surroundings. He or she knows the repercussions of acting in an unsustainable manner. So, the person is the one who knows that proper knowledge and skills he is having towards devising solutions to the problems which are existing today. And then the sustainability literate person also recognizes the efforts done by the others towards sustainable development. So, these persons, sustainability literate persons, have all the means and the knowledge and importance of sustainability, and they make their own efforts towards having sustainability and towards making sustainability education as a nationwide and international level movement. So, as students, when we talk that we impart sustainability education to our students, we give them all the messages regarding the interconnectedness which is there in the environment, in the surroundings, in the society. Then they act as the active, engaged and effective citizens, because students are the future citizens. They have a very important role to play in the times to come, and these people, whoever has learnt the principles, the objectives and the ways and means of sustainability education, have a lot of potential of risk taking, problem solving, advocacy and providing multifaceted solutions. So, this makes a sustainability literate educated person different from the one who does not have all this knowledge about sustainability, sustainable action, sustainable lifestyles and sustainability education. So, those who know the elements of sustainability, they have the ability of taking the risk and they are able to see the interconnectedness which is there, and they are able to solve the problems. They themselves make all their efforts towards protecting the environment in the long run. So, we can say that when we impart sustainability education in our schools, from primary education to higher education, we have seen that when we impart sustainability education, we are actually cultivating a whole generation who is aware of the current environmental, social and sustainable problems which you are having, and all these students learners who are aware of the issues, they play a very effective role in passing on this message of sustainability to the fellow people, to others, to their families, to their neighborhoods, to their workplaces. So, this is a very effective medium to tell the people about sustainability education, because this whole lot of students and learners who have a knowledge about sustainability education can pass on this message to a large number of people. And therefore, sustainability education should strongly promote the idea of personal initiatives and social participation to achieve sustainability. So, this is actually the bottom line, where personal initiatives, whatever the person makes, whether it is a baby steps, whether it is minimizing the use of the resources or using the public transport or wasting less, all these personal initiatives and socially also if any activities are organized to achieve sustainability, sustainability education has to promote all these actions which are being taken at the individual level, society level, and also at the global level. So, there are different ways. We have discussed just now about the formal methods, that how sustainability education in schools and colleges, how we can impart and how the students per se can help towards passing on the message of sustainability. But also we have to check here that there are traditional ways to promote sustainability education. If we talk about India, we have a number of examples to show that our traditional knowledge has a component of sustainability education. Even if those traditional communities, the tribal people, they do not have any formal education pertaining to sustainability or sustainability education, but through their way of life, through their way of conserving their forest, soil, water in their surroundings, they have taught us a great information about the importance of these resources and importance of conserving natural resources through traditional means. So, our traditional knowledge in the way of the food which was being eaten by these tribal communities, or by the way of their living, or by the way of their material usage, what they do at their homes, which is less resource intensive. Water conservation practices also we have been seen what they follow. So, this is the role of the traditional knowledge, and that actually in today's scenario that needs to be documented and that needs to be widely known, because many practices are there which these communities have been practicing for long, but we are not aware of those practices, and they are actually practices which give the message of sustainability, because they do not depend on other outside world, but for every problem related to health also if they are having, they are dependent on the nearby plants and nearby forest resources. So, we need to know more about all this information to go for sustainability and sustainable education. And there is a role of culture and ethos also. In Indian culture, we have seen that our sanskar, our soch, our prakriti prem, all these have been known since ages. We very well know that what is the role of culture. So, it is our culture, our minimalist culture, where we always think of saving, we always have sustainable means of living, we have always tried to make use of the things which we are not using, we have always tried to practice the climate friendly practices, our houses, our ventilation, our water conservation practices which we have been following since ages, our other means of living, how we save things for future, how we are able to make use from the less, and how not we are indulged in use and throw culture. All these things have been there in our culture and ethos, and our ancient literature, our ancient text, they also have a great deal of information. They have passed on the message about water conservation, tree protection, all these things are there in our culture and ethos. So, these are some of the traditional ways by which sustainability education can be promoted. So, we can always highlight that how we have been living since ages is actually the sustainable living, and this actually has to be promoted. So, we have to give the message to the coming generation that these are the sustainable ways of living, because not necessarily we always have to copy from the West, but we have to check that how sustainable techniques we used to have, how we used to live, and how they are very important in today's scenario where we are already facing the dearth of the resources and the pollution and the health related problems which we are having today. So, this traditional ways of promoting sustainability education must also be highlighted and must also be known to the people. Now, what is environmental awareness? And if it is a sustainability education we have seen, so environmental awareness pertains to understanding about the environment through having knowledge or cognizance about environment. Means we may be environmentally aware, you have to, every citizen, every person, every individual must know about the environment, about the surroundings. So, it is actually knowing about the environment, recognizing the utility of the different components of the environment, and also knowing that how environment plays a very important role in sustainable having lives, how environment plays a very important role in sustaining the resources. All these things come from knowledge about the environment. So, simple knowledge about the environment, about the surroundings, and cognizance about the environment is termed as environmental awareness. So, everybody may be environmentally aware, but it is not necessarily that environmentally aware person is also environmentally educated or sustainability educated. So, there is a difference between knowing certain things, knowing certain processes, and actually putting that learned things into practice and putting them into your behavior. That comes only when you are sustainability educated or environmentally educated. So, we must be happy that India is the first country in the world to have article on environmental responsibility in the constitution. So, this is the first thing, and also we feel proud in saying that environmental education, India is the first country to put environmental education as compulsory subject from the primary section in our country. So, we are the first country in the world to include environmental education as a compulsory subject in our education systems. So, in spite of making so much of efforts, we are not able to solve, or we are not able to meet the desired outcomes as it should be, which are already we have put as objectives for sustainability education. So, what is environmental awareness? It is actually the impact which determines. So, we must know that there is a complex interrelationship between man and his total human impact on the environment. So, this kind of an awareness, knowing the impact, is very essential, and achievement of knowledge, abilities, skills related to solving environmental problems. So, if you are environmentally aware, you have the knowledge about the surroundings, but also you are inclined to make your bit towards solving those environmental problems. So, necessarily you have to have those skills, those competencies to address to the environmental issues and concerns which are prevailing, and apart from it, it is a kind of a personal commitment and acceptance of responsibility for population, nature, nutrition, health, ecological balance, pollution, foresting, land usage. So, this is something which is, all these things are very much interlinked with each other, and this is environmental awareness which determines the impact on all these scenarios. So, environmental conservation and willingness to cooperate with others to meet their own needs. There is a concern for the quality of life and sensitivity towards environmental degradation. So, environmental awareness brings with it lot of knowledge, lot of concerns about the surroundings, about the environment, and also urges an individual to develop skills, capacities and abilities to address those environmental problems in the best possible manner. So with this we can say that there is a Shoemaker in 1997 made a very important statement, and it says that the volume of education has increased and it continues to increase, yet so do pollution, exhaustion of resources and the dangers of ecological catastrophe. If still more education is to save us, it would have been the education of a different kind, an education that takes us into the depth of things. In a nutshell, what we can say is that education has grown, access to education has grown, enrollment has grown, but in today's scenario where we are facing lot of environmental problems, lot of issues, it is very essential for on our part to devise the correct education. So in today's scenario, it is important to have a sustainability education, a type of education that makes the way for sustainability of our actions, that actually shows us the way and that how we can go on using the resources in the most sustainable manner, so that we are also getting the benefits in today, and we also see that in future we are able to give all these benefits to the coming generations. So with this we end this session. In this session we have learnt about the importance of sustainability and sustainability education, how important it is to know about the sustainability, the elements of sustainability and the principles of sustainability, and what is the meaning of sustainability education, how it is imparted, and what are the essential elements of sustainability education, how these elements are interrelated with each other, how the actions of a sustainability literate person differs from the actions of the person who is not sustainability literate. We have to see that how environmental awareness in its first place is important if we are to go for sustainability education. So the primary thing is that every individual must be aware about the environment, about the surroundings, about the concerns, about the problems and the issues that the environment is facing today, and how the sustainability education can help in minimizing these problems. With this, we end the session. Thank you.